Hello dear ones, yesterday we have seen the life cycle of fungi, the various division of kingdom fungi. They are Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes, Deuteromycetes on the basis of morphology of mycelium, mode of spore formation and fruiting body. Let's see the first group of kingdom fungi, the Phycomycetes. They are found in aquatic habitats, decaying wood or as parasites. For example, the white rust in the mustard leaf, that is due to albigo candida. The mycelium is cenocytic and aseptate. The word aseptate means without septae or cross walls. I hope that you may be remembering this picture of multinucleate hyphae in the first part of fungi we have come across. Asexual reproduction in Phycomycetes involves production of asexual spores such as zoospores and eplonospores. They are motile while eplonospores are non-motile. Spores are formed endogenously, meaning produced inside the structure called sporangium. When the spores mature, the sporangium breaks open and releases small type of spores. And each spore will germinate into an individual fungal hypha. About the sexual reproduction in Phycomycetes, two genetically different hyphae comes together and tips of this hyphae, gametangia bearing hyphae, gametes will be produced. One hyphae will produce gametangium with female gamete and the other one with male gametes. The male and female gametes fuse to form diploid zygote. The fungi is said to be isogamous if the fusion of male and female gametes are of same shape. You can see here in this image. Here both the gametes are motile with the flagella. In case of anisogamous, one gamete is very larger in size comparing to the other. One gamete is very larger in size comparing to the other. Here also both have flagella and both are motile. In oogamous type of fungi, one gamete is very large in size when compared to the other. That sounds similar to isogamous. But the difference here is that only one gamete, the male gamete is motile. The last female gamete is non-motile. You can see this in the pic, the last one. After the formation of zygotes, it transforms into a large zygospores. The zygospores may stay dormant for long periods of time, but the conditions are favorable. The diploid nuclei undergo meiosis to make haploid cell. These will germinate into a haploid hyphae and this will be germinating into a haploid hyphae. Can you tell me if this hyphae will genetically be different or similar than that of parents? The answer will be yes. It will be genetically different because it was a result of sexual reproduction. Now let us move to the second group of kingdom fungi, the Ascomycetes. They are called sac fungi because their sexual spores called ascospores are produced in a sac-like structure called ascus. Ascomycetes can be unicellular like yeast and multicellular like penicillium. Some of the other members are Aspergillus, Claviceps, Neurospora crassa, morel and truffles. Neurospora crassa, you can see it here in this image, is used as a model organisms for genetic, biochemical and molecular studies. This is possible because the genes of Neurospora crassa are all sequenced. Also, this fungus is very easy to grow and has the haploid life cycle, which means genetic analysis. Some other members are morels and truffles. They are considered to be very expensive food. They are expensive because they are found in the wild and it is not easy to cultivate them commercially. About truffles, these are protein bodies grow underground and trained dogs are used to find them using their characteristic smell. The truffles are then dug out of the soil. You can see it here. These are truffles. According to the nutritional modes of Ascomycetes, they can be divided into saprophytes, depending upon the other organisms, decomposers. They break down from complex organic matter to the simpler forms, parasites, depending upon the other organisms. Coprophilous means dung-loving. This fungi lives in animal dungs. Something strange, isn't it? The secret here is that animal dung provides an environment which is nitrogenous material and there is minimum competition from other organisms. I think they are brilliant, isn't it? The the mycelium of the Ascomycetes is branched and septate, meaning septate, crow's walls in the hyphae. You can see it here, the crow's walls. The asexual spores are conidia, which are produced conidiophores. You can see it in this image. The sexual spores in Ascomycetes are called ascospores and they are produced in sac-like asci. Asci is the plural form and ascus is the singular form. The asci are arranged in the cup-shaped fruiting body called ascocarp. You can see here. A full view as well as the longitudinal section of ascocarp is shown here. Now let's move on to the third group of kingdom fungi. They are Basidiomycetes. Commonly known, Basidiomycetes are mushrooms, bracket fungi and puffballs. They live in soil, decaying trees, in living plant bodies, parasites. For example, rusts and smuts. They are edible or toxic. We can say deadly. Some are deadly toxic. One among the most toxic fungi belong to Basidiomycetes. The mycelium of Basidiomycetes is branched and septate. Asexual spores are not generally found in Basidiomycetes. Other than sexual reproduction, they show vegetative reproduction by fragmentation of hyphae. In the sexual reproduction of Basidiomycetes, basidiospores are produced in spore-bearing structure called basidia. The singular form of basidia is basidium. Basidia are arranged in the gills of basidiocarps, the fruiting bodies. You can see it here. Basidia are club-shaped. Definition for club-shaped is narrow at the base. You can see it here and broader at the tip. Because of the presence of club-shaped basidia, members of Basidiomycetes are known as club fungi. Now moving to the last group, that is Deuteromycetes. They are called imperfect fungi because only a sexual and vegetative phase is known for this fungi. Sexual stages are discovered. They produce asexual spores called conidia. You can see it here, the conidia. Their mycelium are septate and branched. Moving to the nutritional modes of Deuteromycetes. They can be divided into saprophytes, parasites, decomposers of litter help in mineral cycling. Some members of Deuteromycetes you can see here, Alternaria, Colitotrichum and Trichoderma. Now it's time to say surprising fact. Do you know which is the largest living organism on earth? If your answer is blue whale, then your answer is wrong. It's a fungus belonging to the genus Armillaria ostea. So this fungus belongs to genus Armillaria ostea. The mycelium of a single specimen of Armillaria ostea is found in Malheur National Forest in Oregon, covers 4 square miles underground. Colloquially, it is named as humongous fungus, which means enormous fungus. At this point, you will understand if we compare the fungus to an iceberg. It's a little sad that since this largest organism lives underground, you will not be able to see it. But importance is that the fruiting bodies of Armillaria ostea will appear as an organism being in the soil. There is a homework for you today. You may write down the comparative account of the classes of kingdom fungi and the following according to the mode of nutrition and mode of reproduction. You may read and write and learn. That's all for today. We will see a short description of other kingdom in the next class. Thank you for being with me. Stay tuned. Thank you.